If you're looking for a show that has formal interviews with few things you can relate to, then this show isn't for you. This is the On the Air podcast starring you, the OTAP show. What does OTAP stand for? Well, we kind of just told you. These are informal interviews with people from all walks of life, talking about experiences you can relate to. Share in all of the laughs with real stories from real people. Find the show on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Android users can listen on the free Podcast Republic app. Now, get ready for this week's episode. Here's the OTAP show with your host, Corey.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Smooth Olga, aka Real Goes Right.
Hey, this is Nikita, aka Jakari Star.
Yo, what's good? This is your boy Bob.
This is Kaya, aka Black Honey.
Hey folks, this is Corey, the host for Metal for Brains.
Your girl, she's so pretty.
This is Greg, the infamous New Age Ike Turner.
Kicking it with the homie Corey, aka The Real Shitty. Now you're listening to On the Air podcast.
And you're listening to the On the Air podcast.
The On the Air podcast.
The On the Air podcast.
Starring you.
Starring you.
Starring you.
Welcome back to another episode of the OTAP show. This week we have I was going to say the owner. Are you the owner and creator of Ixora Botany Beauty? You are. Okay, so that's a factual statement. I didn't know if you worked there or you was a gardener or what have you.
Creator and owner.
Okay, creator and owner. So all right, cool. So I'm sitting here with the creator and the owner of Ixora Botany Beauty. Mercedes, what's happening?
Hi. And it's Botanical Beauty.
What did I say? Botany? That's the study. That's the study. Botany is the study of plants and flowers.
Yes.
So you really just gonna correct me like that?
I mean, I'm just saying I would make sure other people get it right.
Damn, my bad. Okay, Ixora Botanical Beauty. Botany Beauty is cool too. Like we don't want to discriminate against the botany
of course
beauties.
Not. But when they look up the company, I want to make sure they're looking up the right thing.
All you sexy plant studiers out there, you botany beauties, I see you. All right, so that was my bad. Ixora Botanical Beauty. So you named your company after the Ixora plant, the Ixora flower. What's the significance of that?
The flower is all over my island. So when I was thinking about the name for the company, I was really trying to think of something that reminded me of home. And originally I was going to name it after our island's flower. But I didn't like how it sounded. It was too long. So I was like, I'm going to think of something else. And me and my friend, we was looking for different names, and I was looking through and I saw the flower and I was like, wow, this is really pretty. And I was like, yeah, this is all over the island. It's in my grandmother's yard. And I was like, yeah, I love the name. It sounds exotic. So I was like, let's go with this.
Okay. So for those listening that don't know, what island are you from?
I'm from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands.
All right. So the Virgin Islanders, I love y'all. Every time I meet somebody from the Virgin Islands, they feel like they gotta English it up real quick, like talk like real slow. When like I know because I spent a significant amount of time around a family from the Virgin Islands, so I understand it. It took me a while because if you first hear it, you almost think that it's not English, but from what I found is that you guys are just speaking really fast and stringing together words and sentences. Like there's no period between the end of the sentence and the next sentence. Mixed in with your own slang. And it's like y'all enunciate at different parts of the sentence. So it's like a real cool, almost creative language, but I dig it because I understand it. So if you said something right now, I can tell you exactly what you said.
It might slip out here and there. It does.
Okay, yeah, like, and that also happens with my Jamaican friends too. Like, one of my closest friends, her name is Georgette. Like, I catch her sometimes trying to Americanize the shit up, and I have to call her on it. I'm like, you don't have to do that. Like, say it how you normally would say it. Then she'll cuss me out in Jamaican, and then she goes too far. So, okay, all right. So you chose the name Ixora for that reason. What made you start the company? Like right now, natural skin products it's kind of the wave right now. So why did you want to start doing it?
The idea came about back in I can remember. It was April of 2011. I had moved back home January of 2011, and I was working, and I was just having a random conversation with one of my friends, and we were talking about like skincare products and all kinds of stuff, and she was talking about like using like shea butter or making body butters or whatever. And she's like, you should make some of those or whatever. Like, you like that kind of stuff and you into skin. And literally, that one conversation just changed the game for me. Like, it was like she said it and a light bulb went off in my head. And it was like, boom. Like, you know when you ever, like, you hear something, you just think of something and everything just comes together with that one thought.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's precisely where I was with that. It was like the light bulb went off and I was off and running. And then from there, I started researching, I started, that's when we started thinking of the name. And, I went and I bought the website name and everything, like the domain name, all of that stuff. And basically for 8 months after that, I just kept on researching and planning out what I was going to bring out. And I started to talk about it on Twitter, and I had Twitter involved in it from the beginning. Like I asked them, like to vote on the background of my website and different things. So unbeknownst to me at the time, because I wasn't even thinking about marketing or nothing at that time, but that was kind of like the build up. So by the time I actually started the company, people just wanted to support because it was me, and not that many people was doing like natural skincare that they knew personally or whatever else. So people supported at the beginning off the strength that it was me, and they wanted to support what I was doing. And then it just turned out that, hey, the products are actually pretty good, and they kept buying.
That's nice. So
yeah,
the basis behind like your products, is there any one particular, like, do you focus on moisturizing, or do you focus on smell? What is your focus when you go to create any product? Let's say you're going to create something new to your stock that's not been on. What are you thinking about that? I want this. What's your signature?
Okay, well, it depends. Literally, I can be in my bed watching TV and an idea pop up. Or it could be that I'm having a conversation about something. Like the idea of how the Oats Galore idea came up was, I was having a conversation with my mom, and she was talking about like some Aveeno products. And I was talking about my eczema and something, and she was like, why you never... She's like, there's a Aveeno set with like oatmeal products or something in it, and she kept looking for it, and she finally found the set. She sent it to me in a picture, and she was like, "Why you don't make something with like oatmeal or whatever?" And I was like, "Oh, that's a cool idea, And then I think I made the cream first, the body cream. I was like, well, actually, did I? I'm really sitting out here trying to remember which one I made first. Was it the cream or the soap? I think I made the cream first, and I had it at home. And then I was like, I actually had some soap base that I bought from 3 years ago that I was using for another product, but I ended up not really liking the product, so I kind of phased it out. So I still had all this soap base left. And I was like, man, let me try this. I said, because for a long time, I had thought about making soaps, but I was like, oh, it's going to be too much work and da-da-da-da. And I was like, I don't have the space. But doing soaps, melt and pour soaps are a little different from the cold process soaps, which I'm eventually going to be doing, but I'll wait till I move and I have more space first. Melt and pour soaps are easier to make, but they allow you the creativity that cold process soaps doesn't necessarily. So when when I first started dealing with the soaps, I was obsessed. All I did for like 2 weeks was look up, I was looking at different websites. I was on YouTube looking at tutorials. I was researching different types of soaps. I was researching different types of stuff to go into it, all of that. And then I was like, okay, well, I got these couple soaps here. Let me play around with them and see, if I can do this. Because I had everything already. I had colors, I had fragrances, I had soap molds. I didn't even have to buy nothing at the time. I was like, I could just play around with this and then see where I gonna go from that. And I made a little colloidal oatmeal soaps. And I was like, damn, this is really cool. And then I, of course, like I usually do with stuff like that, I try it out on myself. And the first thing I noticed with the colloidal oatmeal cream was when I made that, I seriously kind of just looked up like all the oils and all the stuff that I know that helps when it comes to eczema. Because I suffer from eczema really badly. And I've had it since I was a kid. And eczema is also one of the reasons why I started my business. So when I was making this, the set, even though I didn't consider it a set at the time because I was still looking at it as separate products. And I basically was like, okay, well, let me try. I'm going to make this cream. And I was like, I want to do a cream instead of a butter because I want something that's going to really penetrate your skin. It's something you can put on as soon as you get out the shower and it really attacks your eczema. So I was like, okay, well, for like a week when I would wear it, I would shower, wear it, and it would literally, that cream would keep me from itching and everything for like at least 12 hours.
How long did you have to study to find the right mixture of ingredients for something to fight, your eczema?
Well, for me, when it comes to certain things like eczema, because I've had it for a long time, and like I said, some of my products, like the Ash Today product, or whatever, which was actually my first product that I made, that also was for like eczema and dry skin. That was a product that I made for me. That was that was the original product, the first one I ever made, and I was like, this is for me. That's all outside of all my products. That is the one product that I've always used regularly for my skin. So now I use that and my oatmeal cream. Like I seal oatmeal cream in with that. Yes, because I'm that ashy. So I literally layer my skin with different oils and creams. Yes. So I kid you not. Like I am that ashy. Like it's not a game. And like, so with stuff like that, I already knew offhand some stuff that works well with eczema. So what I did after that, I did more research. I just started Googling and looking at more stuff that works with eczema and different stuff like that. I even went on message boards. Like I look through everything when I'm doing research. Like if especially something I'm really passionate about, like there is really no stone I will unturn to find an ingredient or whatever that I want for a product. So I basically, when I thought of the body cream, I was like, well, I'm going to soup this bad boy up. That body cream is like a Mercedes-Benz with all the amenities that you can get for it. Literally.
Okay.
Like, that's the best way I can describe it. Like, like, I kid you not. Like, I literally put everything that I could find and everything I could think of that will help fight eczema.
So when you thought of that analogy, you couldn't think of another car other than Mercedes.
Of course not. Of course not.
So you know what's really dope. I think the dopest part of all of that is, one, you started this to do something to to help yourself, to treat yourself, and also, well, let me ask this. From what I understand, from what I gather from that, there is not a product on your site that you haven't personally used. Is that correct?
Nope. I've pretty much used all of them.
Okay. When is the last time you've used a moisturizer from a big pharmaceutical company?
Listen, there's had times I keep a little Jergens bottle in my bag all the time. And you know what? Because I am my mother's daughter, and as long as I've been on this earth, my mother has always kept like a little Jergens little bottle in her bag. And I always have them. Even if I have a bottle, a jar of my own stuff in there, there's still always a Jergens lotion in my bag. Always. Because sometimes I might be doing something and I feel like I see like a piece of ash or something. I just slap a little bit of that lotion on. But I mean, mainly I use my products, but I stay ready with something.
I mean, it's real hard to turn away that cherry almond scent.
I'm telling you,
to Jergens, like that scent, like your sense of smell is the strongest.
I even have a cherry almond fragrance because that scent is that like iconic.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So what I was about to say was like your sense of smell is the strongest scent tied to memory. So that cherry almond scent, that is all my childhood right there.
Yeah, I have that scent.
So is that's something that you sell as a scent by itself, or something that you could use
if I sell
to
it,
enhance the scent, the cherry almond scent? That's something that you sell by itself or use to enhance a product?
I use it. It's a fragrance that my customers can actually pick for most of my products. Any products that offer different scents, that's one of them.
I got you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's dope. So the men's line, is that something that's fairly new? Like, you had me try out some men's products.
Yeah.
And is that something new that you're rolling out, or has it rolled out yet? Because I want to review these products.
The only thing that wasn't new was the Distinguished Gentleman butter. That butter has been out since the first year I started. Everything else I have brought out within the last 2 to 3 months.
Okay, cool. And before I review it, what are people saying about it?
The guys love it. My one of my old coworkers, he used to buy, well, he still does, the beard cream, right? Because that's the one I had first brought out. He bought the beard cream, and he's been using it for months, and to the point where his barber started asking him, what have you been using on your beard? He said, because your beard looks fuller, it's thicker, and he's like, it's easier to manage. So he told him about my products, and he reached out to me. I went there and I showed him the products or whatever, and he ended up buying like 2 jars of it. I ended up buying the beard soap and the toner and all of that, and ever since then I've been on this quest in Charlotte to like go to different barbers and go to barbershops and have them try this stuff, because I believe in it that much. Like, I haven't met a man yet who's used it who has had a bad effect or had any issues.
I mean, it turned
me. What?
I mean, it turned me like a highlight yellow one day. I was like, yo, I don't think this is how this shit's supposed to work, but I kind of like the glow in the dark look, No, so all right, so I'm gonna review the product for everyone, and so full and fair disclosure. These are not products that I purchased. These are samples that you gave to me to use, right? And you're not paying me to say what I'm about to say. You didn't twist my arm. You didn't beat me up. So
Nope,
what?
I'm too broke to be paying you to be doing this. So
So for everything I'm about to review, like this is 100% true. I am going to start with. I'll start with the beard cream. Now, I think for me, I wished I would have tried this before I trimmed my beard down some. Well, not trimmed, I cut it down a lot. But my beard grows pretty fast. So, but it was cool because it helped me with my beard being cut a little bit lower. It allowed me to sort of, apply it to the skin around that area first, which I think is very important, especially if you're growing a full beard. When your hair grows out, it gets a little bit harder to get to that area of skin under it. So that was cool. So it kind of like created that basin for it. Now, immediately what I noticed is even with the hair that was, a little bit of hair that was there, I noticed a shine. It shines a little bit, which is really, really dope. And I started noticing how much softer around that area it was. Now, I've used other beard creams and I've used other beard oils before. Where this to me has it beat is the scent isn't super strong one way or the other. And it doesn't really take long to work, and it's not greasy. So after I moisturize my face and apply it to my beard, it's not super greasy. I don't have that film around my hand. So that's really cool. Let me ask you this, because I have applied it to. I've used it like on my hair, like the top of my head before, just to kind of test it and see. From your professional opinion, for me, I'm thinking like the hair on my beard and my hair and my head is not too different. In me trying that, and maybe I'm just being extra, whatever. Is there much difference between facial hair and the hair you grow out of the top of your head in terms of using this product?
Not necessarily. You can definitely use that product in your hair. Okay. Nothing bad is gonna happen at all by doing that.
And for the record, nothing bad has happened.
Y'all heard about
it. So let me smell it. I want to see if I can pick out some of the smells. Let me see. There. Oh well, duh. It's on the side. So of course there's tobacco and bay leaf. You smell that, it's in there. But like I said, it's what I find with a lot of men's products, which I hate. I know that with men's products, some of the things have to, might have to be a little stronger. Like with deodorant, for men they make it a little stronger for men, but they also make the smells a lot of times be like really, really strong, and I don't think it needs to be. So typically what I like is a soft vanilla scent, if I have to have a scent. But with this, the smell is great. It doesn't linger. It doesn't have like that after smell linger. And whenever you do kind of smell it, like if I brush up against my like it's pleasant. So, and that's the overall theme for all of the products. I'm gonna get on to the next one in a minute, but this right now seriously is my favorite beard butter that I've ever used. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with the other ones, and I have friends that make this, and I've bought some of their products, and they're really great. They're good. So it's not to say that theirs still isn't good, but I really dig this. So that is the Debonair Hydrating Beard Cream.
Yep.
That you have. Let me see.
That's what it's called.
Let me read some of the ingredients in here. You have hemp seed. You have, let's see. I'm not going to read all of them. You have tea butter. Is there any... You have lavender in it? No, I don't see any lavender. I see jojoba oil. The jojoba oil. That's to promote growth. tea tree oil. Why didn't what you now you? I don't see any lavender. Lavender is usually good against inflammation. Why didn't you include any lavender? I'm just curious.
Um, I didn't want to add the lavender because I already had like the tea tree oil in it. I already had. Wait, hold on. I already had. I had the rose hip seed oil going on, and I already had different stuff that would help with that as well. So I didn't want to overdo it, and then plus I didn't want to have too many varying scents going on.
Right, I got you.
Right, so because tea tree oil on its own still leaves, even if it's not strong, you still have that scent. So I didn't want to have that with the lavender, and then if they wanted to have a fragrance on top of it, then have that on top of it too.
I think, like for me, one of the standout ingredients that I see is the hemp seed butter. I use a hemp seed lotion, which is really really great, and it's long lasting and it's not oily. You did you make the butter yourself from hemp seed, or is there like a hemp seed butter that you can buy as an ingredient?
No, I bought that as an ingredient. Though nobody got time to be making that on my own. That's
I was about to say, what you doing with some hemp seeds?
That requires time that I don't have.
Okay. Before I move on to the next product, is there anything you want to point out about maybe any of the ingredients of the beard cream that you want people to know, or to you, what makes this product stand out amongst the competition?
Well, the first two things that stands out with this product is it absolutely has no shea butter in it. None.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And I say that because I am not a fan of using shea butter on the face. Never have been.
Why not?
The reason being, shea butter it's heavy. It can clog pores. So I tend not even my shea butter, which is the Nilotica shea butter, which isn't as heavy as the West African shea butter. I still don't put it on my face. When it comes to face products, I tend to use oils and butters or whatever else that I know that it's light enough, but it's penetrating enough that it does the job that I need it to do, but it doesn't interfere with your skin health or your hair health. So, and on top of that, matcha green tea butter offers a lot of great properties, and it's a mild SPF in it. It has a mild SPF in it. So you're protecting your face from the sun as well as conditioning your beard.
Look at that.
Right?
Look at that.
So then you have like the argan oil, which is notoriously known for how great it works on your face. Not to mention it's such a light oil and it's such a penetrating oil that you don't need that much of it to begin with. And it does like incredible work with anything that does with your face, as well as rose hip seed oil, which is known for acne. It's if you've ever looked up oils good for acne, rose hip seed oil is probably going to be at the top of the list. So I figured for men who have ingrown hairs and stuff like that, or acne, putting that in there to help, that helps with that situation as well. So and of course the aloe vera gel, like what doesn't aloe vera do? You know what I mean? Like it's great, especially if you just had your hair cut or your beard lined up. You put an aloe vera gel in there. You got the tea tree oil in there. It's the tea tree oil is an antifungal, antimicrobial, like all of this stuff to help keep keep any toxins or keep any, I'm losing thought of the word that I'm trying to say right now. Any bad things that's trying to go into your skin, basically, it will kill it. If it's already there, it's going to kill it. If it's trying to show up, it's going to kill it. So I put all these things in there everything has its purpose for that cream. And it's still light as hell. And I made it a cream because I want something that's going to penetrate your skin, penetrate your hair, regardless of whether you just washed your face or not. I wanted something that is skin friendly. And plus you have to remember us as black people and the way how our hair is a little coarse, more coarse than say other ethnicities. I wanted something that will penetrate our hair easier than saying just a butter, because a butter has a tendency to just sit on your skin or sit on your hair.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really penetrate it as it should. So I made this product a cream so that it has the water properties in it, so that it when it attaches itself to your hair follicles and your skin, that the water is there already. So it makes it easier for the oil and everything else to penetrate as well.
So, and you know what? Like you mentioned it being light. And I know you said on the on the top of it where it says a little goes a long way. It truly is like a little bit goes a long. I promise you.
I keep telling people that they don't listen though. They never listen when I tell them
about maybe, and I have large hands, so about maybe 2. And maybe that was because my beard was low at the time, but maybe 2 to 3, not even deep scoops, like surface scrapes of the cream is enough for my beard. And anybody has seen my beard knows I grow a really, really thick beard, and I have a really, really big face. So it really does go like a long way. I see that you use distilled water. So when I order some more, could you, instead of distilled water for my batch, could you use like Fiji water?
You know what? You so fancy.
What if I send you like
really
a pack of Fiji water? No, because think about it. I want to be able to be like, yo, the product that I use.
Oh my god!
The product that I use, it got Fiji water in it.
Oh my god!
I want to do
that. I can't.
Yeah, but like hypothetically speaking, could you do that if you wanted to?
I mean, I could. The only reason why I use distilled water is because distilled water has as much impurities removed as possible.
They say Fiji water is like the purest water on the planet, though. You ever read the back of those bottles?
Not really. I just be drinking. I be stealing it from my boyfriend because he loved that water.
Read the back of those bottles. It will have you sold. It's like it says that it take water from the island of Fiji, and then it's like rainwater, and it's like never been touched. Like, man, I feel like this is the first water on Earth.
I mean, if you want a custom a custom build, I mean, we can discuss that. You don't have to pay for it, but I mean, it can be done. I'm just letting you know it can definitely be done. You just gonna have to pay extra for it.
I started out joking, but I'm low key thinking I want you to do some Fiji.
You just want to be fake fancy when somebody asks you. It's made out of Fiji water. Okay?
Exactly. Like,
can't get this in the stores.
Like my girlfriend, like Pink, she calls me bougie all the time, and
she might be right.
Nah, ain't no might be right.
Oh, she is right there.
No, just because I like things a certain way, and I like nice things.
That's the things what bougie people say.
Man, whatever. Whatever. So, all right. So I want to move on to the next one.
Okay.
Are all these called your men products? Are all your men products called distinguished?
Wait,
let me see.
Nope. The bear products are debonair.
The men products are either distinguished or debonair. Let me see what you got. Okay, this one don't say any of that. All right. So let me talk. All right. So let's talk about the gentleman butter.
Mm-hmm.
I have not used. I keep Jergens on me also. But I haven't used Jergens since I've started using the gentleman butter. And here's why. I too get ashy. Wait a minute. Let me I didn't want to say that like I don't ever get ashy, but what I meant was let me finish. I too have the type of skin where it takes coats sometimes, especially during the winter. Not so much during the summer, but especially during the winter. And this gentleman butter acts as a lotion of sorts. It's a moisturizer, so that's what it should do. It smells very, very nice. And again, it's not a super strong, lingering smell. I'm smelling it right now. I mostly use it on my hands and my forearms and sometimes my elbows in the morning because that's when I'm ashiest. You get out of the shower, you're super ashy. And it lasts. I don't know if this is the design, but I found that it lasts like all day and sometimes into the next day.
I mean, it can. It was made to last. I made that butter specifically with men in mind. I tried to find oils that weren't super heavy, but they were really penetrating. Like that's actually where I first discovered the hemp seed oil, and then I got the olive oil. I mean, the hemp seed butter and the olive butter. And I paired that with the shea butter, and then I added the glycerin because glycerin is a humectant, so that draws moisture to your skin as well. So I added that. Yeah, I added that additional ingredient with the other oils as well. And I knew with that, I'm like, if this can't moisturize the ashiest of niggas, like I just don't know what to tell you. I ain't got the answers at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know. We're gonna just have to pray at that point.
Right. You know what's gonna be the real test? And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it on my dad's hands. My dad, no, like listen, my dad is old school John Henry Black. He hadn't used lotion.
He old school ashy?
Yeah, listen to me. My dad hadn't used he's so ashy that his skin not ashy. He hasn't used lotion in so long that his skin has adapted to it, and I'm guessing it creates his own form of moisturizer. Either that or my dad is really supposed to be like a shade darker than what he is. So
oh my God.
He's old school John Henry Black. He hadn't used actual lotion in maybe about 20, 30 years. What he uses on his hands, Vaseline. My dad is super old school.
I'm listening.
My dad
You're right, because I used to use Vaseline as a kid.
Right, so he uses Vaseline. But I'm wondering, I'm gonna go over there this weekend probably and put some of this on his hands. I might probably have to fight him to do it, but it's okay because it's for a good cause. I want to see how it lasts on him, but it's
hilarious.
It's a really good product. It is very soft, smells amazing.
Thank you.
For this, it's a different smell. Than what's with the beard. What I'm smelling it now. Let me see. Is there an almond or peppermint in it?
No, look at the back of the jar. I put the scent on the back of the jar.
Oh, duh. Okay, mahogany.
I hope.
Yeah, mahogany. That is what it is. Mahogany.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. I see it. Yeah. So this,
I love that scent too. Oh my goodness.
It is. It is very. To me, it's a very soothing black person smell. I don't.
Yes.
I've never smelled a white person that smelled like mahogany.
I can't.
What do white people smell like? If it's not mahogany?
I ain't even gonna answer that question.
Brick? Concrete?
I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you.
All right, no, I was just All right, so this includes olive butter. Well, you tell me what do you think of the standout ones? I think olive butter, the hemp seed, of course, aloe vera, You have
the aloe. You talking about the butter, the body butter?
yeah. The distinguished gentleman butter.
Oh yeah, that the olive butter, the hemp seed butter, and definitely the glycerin.
Okay, and
Those are
you chose those for what reason?
because like I said, those two coupled with um the Nautica shea butter, whatever. Like olive butter is basically it's basically olive oil that they turn into a butter. So you already know how popular extra virgin olive oil is. So I was like, why not use something like that and the hemp seed butter? Plus, because I realized when it comes to men and how you market products or whatever, that I was trying to look for some things that was kind of like manly-ish as well too. So I wanted stuff that a guy would be like, "Ooh, olive butter, okay, yeah, hemp seed,
you
word."
You can't be like some
right,
hey guys, try this olive oil.
Right. So I was like, well, I could try. I could use those stuff, and then basically the glycerin, because like I said, it's a humectant. It adds more moisture. It draws moisture from out the environment or wherever is around you to and attaches to wherever it is that glycerin is at as well. So I wanted something that was like really really moisturizing, but it wasn't super heavy. Like, and you don't need a lot of it, and it's very, as you can tell, it's a very soft butter because the like a shea butter is soft. All three of them butters are soft. I think the hardest I think the olive butter is probably like the hardest of the three, and what I mean by hard is it's soft.
Right.
But yeah.
So I noticed the warning on here, and I get it. You have to put it there for dumbasses. Yes. This product is for external use only. And it's like, I see stupid ass, not saying what you put was stupid, but I see stupid warning signs like that all the time, because if you don't put it, like for instance, in hotel rooms, there's a sign that says, do not hang clothes on the sprinklers. Because if you don't put that there, some dumbass would do it.
Yes, and then they want to sue you. So,
right.
To cover all bases, because what happened is that like some of my products, like the lip scrubber, like people keep trying to eat stuff, and I'm just like, stop eating these things. Like I get that the lip scrub was made that it is edible, like it's made with everything. It's made with oils that you can put in the pot and cook with, and it's sugar. But you don't want to eat it. Like
I would think not. You know what I mean?
No, people still eat it. I promise you, they do.
All right, so
I promise.
Next, I want to move on to the Debonair Hydrating Beard Soap.
Yes.
So let me pull this one out. Does this have peppermint in it?
No, it has tea tree oil in it.
Is that the smell that I'm smelling?
No, because I put a scent in. No, let me not lie to you. I don't remember.
Because it damn sure ain't on the box.
No, yeah, it is. All the scents are on it. If it doesn't have a scent on it, that means I didn't put a scent in that one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what it is then. I mean, it's a very nice smell. Here's what I noticed about this. In the instructions, it says, you create the lather in your hand and then apply the lather to your face. I had a hard time creating the lather in my hand, so I just applied the soap directly to my beard, and it lathered right on up. Now you tell me, is there something? Is there a reason that I shouldn't do that, or does it really matter?
No, not really. Honestly, when I made that this is going to be funny. When I made the directions for that soap, I kind of just copy and pasted it from the other spa bar.
Oh.
So you can use your hand, you can rub it on your beard, you can use a washcloth. However it is that you usually wash your beard, you can use it that way. It's perfectly fine.
Not this. I'm not saying that it's wrong or anything. Maybe my hands are just not real enough to make lather. I don't know. maybe I mean, maybe there are some dudes that are more proficient in the lather game.
Your hands ain't real enough.
Not for the lather, apparently not. But you know what is this beard? Because I put that thing right on
that matters.
Right. I put
it did get the job done.
I put it right on my beard and it lathered right on up. And you know what's cool? It is so immediately noticeable as I rinse the lather off. Mm-hmm. I can feel it. I can feel the beard revitalizing right then. It's cool. And this is
I'm telling you that bentonite clay is clutch.
So what does that do?
So, okay. I've been on this clay kick lately, right? And I'm going to explain why.
Okay.
There's different types of clays. And the reason why I chose a clay in the beard soap is because I wanted something that really is gonna clean your hair and get rid of the toxins and anything that's going on in that area that you don't necessarily reach. Oh my God, I'm putting my hand in my face. I'm sorry. I have a challenge going on and I was supposed to put my hand in my face and I'm just sitting here with my hand in my face. But I digress.
Fail the challenge on the OTAP show?
No, I'm not. It's not about failing. It's to acknowledge the fact that you're doing it and stopping yourself. So every time I realize I'm doing it, I'm stopping myself from doing it.
Oh, because
it's really hard to do.
Because we don't house losers over here.
Yeah, I'm being accountable to the fact that I did it and I'm taking my hat off of my face because I'm trying to keep my followers and everybody else who's doing the challenge to be accountable because it's really hard. So I'm participating as well. But yeah, bentonite clay is like just, I don't know how many. The best way I can say that the bentonite clay works is that I'm trying to find the best way to explain this. Okay. So what it does, right, is when the clay connects with, say, a fluid or whatever, the electrical parts of, I guess, in the chemical base, the electric parts of it has the ability to absorb toxins, right? So what it does is, even in a small amount, because literally when I make a batch of soap, I only put in like 2 teaspoons. Even with the activated charcoal, same thing. Any soap that I make, none of them have more than maybe a tablespoon of clay in it. But because that's how powerful they are. You don't need that much for it to get the job done. And with this clay, it does is it absorbs and removes toxins, heavy metals, impurities, chemicals, whatever it is that you got going on in that area, it's going to remove it. So that's basically what it's doing to your beard. It's removing any toxins. And if you ever looked at like cleaning products or whatever, they have bentonite clay in it. It's a very popular or common product in cleansing products, and you can actually ingest it. Like it can actually help like balance like bacteria in your body and all kinds of stuff. You can ingest activated charcoal as well. In fact, that's what they use when you get poisoned.
Wow.
So yeah. So it works in the same aspect. It works inside. It works outside as well.
And just to be clear, you're not saying eat the soap, right? I say, and just to be clear, when you say you can ingest it, you're not saying eat the soap.
No. Do not ingest my soap. I'm saying if you ever bought bentonite clay on its own, you can look at the bottle and whatever it says, and it'll give you like different uses. Or you can Google it and look it up, and it'll ask you, and it'll tell you the different ways that you can use it. But you definitely can. And yeah, it's really great for Even like if you ingested it, it's good for like acid reflux. Like it's good for stuff for digestion purposes. Yeah.
Okay.
Like back in the day, kale and clay used to be used in like Rolade and stuff like that. Back in the day, I guess before they changed the ingredient or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, you can it helps with like vomiting and diarrhea and all kinds of stuff because it basically all it does is whatever, like if you got like a stomach virus or something, what the clay does is it absorbs the virus, absorbs the bacteria, whatever it is that's causing the virus, so it's going to stop it. So
Gotcha.
it's so in the same concept of how it works inside, it works outside as well. So yeah, like I put it on like the hair or whatever because it's just great for removing everything and it adds like an extra oomph to the cleansing process, basically.
This is another one of those products that I just wanted to try it on my head, just to see. Again, I figured the hair on my face, hair on my head. It works on my head. I mean, I applied it to my head and create the lather. I think for me, I prefer it on my face. But like I said, as soon as I rinse, I can feel the difference in my face. Not even touching it. I feel it in my face. So it is a very, very good product. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, like this is. So
I've actually used it, but I don't have a beard, so I.
So I was going to ask you, like, with all those things and how it sort of strips the impurities, I could use it as a regular facial soap.
Yeah, you could.
Okay, and I've never used a beard soap before. So when I saw it, I was like, you know what? Okay, this is all right. This could work. This could do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me move on to the next product. This is the Cara Fresca Revitalizing Cream. This is the facial cream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this one I've been using. I don't know. Maybe I should make it a more of a habit to moisturize my face at night before I go to sleep. I don't.
You absolutely should. You absolutely should.
So here's the thing. Like, I've never really been big on applying like topical creams unless they're natural, and which these are. So I mean, if anything, I might wash my face at night, and I don't really do that every night. But so when I saw this, I started applying it a little bit more. What's the reason behind moisturizing your face at night, every night before you go to sleep? Why should I do that?
Because nighttime is basically when your system, your body, everything kind of resets from the day. You're at rest. It gives your body a chance to heal, to regenerate, to everything. So when whatever your face traumatic stuff you put your face throughout the day. Say if you was outside and you ain't had no SPF on, or you just you had on makeup, not you of course, unless that's your thing.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. No shade to those of you that dabble in the smoky eye. I don't. I like to let my natural bronze show. Thank you.
Well, the importance of doing it is like moisturizing your face at night is just as much as important as anything else. You want to do that because at night, your face is you're laying on your face on the pillow, whatever else. And if you're using like regular like cotton pillowcases or whatever, those things not only dry hair, which is why you see so many black women keep their hair, or especially natural hair, black women keep our hair covered at night because pillowcases that's not like satin or whatever are hell on our hair. Not to mention we lose moisture by just laying on it with nothing covering it. So the same concept goes for your face. You're laying on your face at night. You're basically rubbing it, on your pillowcase. You're losing moisture. So it's best to you. That's why at night they tell you can put a heavier cream on. You can get away with that at night because when you get up, it's not going to be as much there. But you need something there at night. So, it helps. It moisturizes, just keeps your face moisturized at night. And plus you can do heavier because you're laying on your face and you're going to lose moisture while you sleep. Whereas in the daytime, you might not have to do that as much because technically you're not supposed to be having your hand in your face like that and all of that as much anyways.
Which is why you have the challenge going on.
Exactly. So, which is why I'm failing every couple hours. I keep with my hand in my face. It's terrible. It's really, really terrible. But yeah, like you have to do that because you just don't want to go in bed with your face dry on top of being on top of a pillow and then rubbing. It's gonna be extra dry. Gotcha. So what? Gotcha. But yeah. So yeah, it's best to keep especially use a heavier cream at night to moisturize. And you can use a lighter one in the day, especially if you don't have like dry skin like me. I have like more of a combination skin, and I discovered like I can put my face cream on at night and it's great. But for me in the daytime, the only thing I really normally put on my face is some rose water, and I might, depending on what I'm doing, put on a light amount of the face cream.
Gotcha. And this one doesn't have a scent that I smelled. No, it doesn't have a scent, which is
no, that's very much unscented.
And I thought about it. That's actually really good because I have a couple of other products that I may or may not have on at the same time. You know what I mean? You don't want to mix those scents. Right.
And plus, most times I tend to keep face products unscented anyways because faces are more sensitive than the body, and sometimes it can have like harsh effects. So I tend to just leave them unscented.
Gotcha. This one is also another product I noticed you use distilled water that may or may not can be substituted with Fiji water.
Any product that is a cream has distilled water in it.
Okay, all right, cool. So we'll talk offline about maybe getting this one with Fiji water, possibly, because Fiji water is the best water on earth, or at least some Brita water.
Can't with you.
At least with some Brita water. Like it's just like they don't even cost you much. You just get you a Brita filter.
I'm telling you, if you want, that's a custom order. You want it done, as long as you pay for it. I'll put whatever water you want up in that mug. Tap water, lake water, whatever you want. Just let me know. It can be done for the right price.
This has the, let's see, it has, what is it, safflower oil? Moringa oil?
Yes.
It has is that kokum butter?
Kokum butter. Mm-hmm.
Is that, okay, kokum butter? Okay. So what are some
Let me tell you something about that butter.
Yeah, tell me something about that butter.
Kokum butter is the only butter on the market. Only. You hear what I said? Only. ONLY butter on the market that does not clog your pores. Like, it's up there on the list of, like, oils, like argan oils. All them oils that I have in there, coconut butter does not. I don't give a damn what butter somebody else tells you. There is no butter on the market but that one. Trust me, I have looked. That does what that butter does. And coconut butter is cocoa butter's cousin.
Ah, okay. Right. Cool. Okay, so what are some of the other standout ingredients? Like, of course, vitamin E oil. Of course that. Mm-hmm. But what are some of the
moringa oil? I think, did I have the?
You have moringa oil and the marula oil too.
Yeah. I put those oils in there because they are. If you look at like facial stuff nowadays days. And you look up the new oils that's coming out for your face and your skin or whatever, you're gonna start seeing stuff like marula oil. Like say I just Googled marula oil, right? Mm-hmm. Sephora sells it. Pure marula facial oil, right? 1.69 ounces they're selling for $78.
Jesus Christ.
See what I'm saying?
And
okay.
Wow. Okay.
Exactly. And then I put in, what was the other one? Moringa oil?
Yep, moringa oil.
Hold on, I'm going to tell you. I'm telling you, these oils, and they are not cheap. Let me tell you.
Moringa oil and the marula oil.
Woo, Lord, I remember when I first bought these oils, I almost had a stroke. It hurt my feelings because they are that expensive. Like, they're, woo. Like, say the moringa oil, 4 ounces of that alone is $30.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So these oils are extremely popular when it comes to facial products or whatever, just because, like, how can I best? They're that penetrating. Like, they do the Lord's work. I don't know how else to even, like, explain, like, how great of a job, like, they do. Like, it's really intense hydration and rejuvenation. It helps with, like, fine lines. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles. Any kind of body, any type of skin type, any type of skin type can use it. And because it has such a high content of fatty acids, which is something that you should always look for, it helps with absorption into your skin, so it doesn't leave like an oily finish or whatever else. So
gotcha.
when you have a product that has or you have an oil that has high fatty content, you have a higher chance of it not, especially for people with oily skin, you have a higher chance of it not having you looking like an oil slick by the middle of the day. So yeah, it's awesome.
All right. And the last product that I have is the cucumber peppermint aftershave and toner. This one, I've used some. I probably used it the least because I haven't shaved, but I have applied it after washing my face.
Which one you should.
Oh, okay. Cool. So the toner aspect of it, what is that supposed to, like? Here's what I've noticed, and I don't know if it was as a result of this or if it was a result of one of the other creams I use in my face, but I don't really get a lot of bumps like that. But I've noticed in the past couple months on my forehead, I've had some, and I've noticed since I started using this, they're gone. What I've noticed is my face has a more even tone. My facial skin is not really ever been drastically two-toned or multi-toned or what have you, but it seems a little more even, and it seems slightly brighter. Is that an effect of the toner, or is there something else that I'm just completely missing?
Wait, what was that last part you set up that you noticed?
That my skin it might be a little brighter, just a little bit, and a little more even tone.
Well, that helps with all of it. What happens is, what a toner does, it can do different things. I opted to not have alcohol in my toner because it can be drying and cause irritation, and also it can burn. So especially if you just got your hair cut or whatever else. So that's a no for me. But a toner can do anything from make your face feel fresher, smoother, brighter, like you was saying, depending on what it is. Now, I did a combination. I wanted mine to have an astringent aspect, and I also wanted mine to have like a hydrating aspect, which is why I chose, I have two different ones. I have the cucumber peppermint and I have the lavender rose. And they're both. I use the cucumber hydrosol, and then I had the rose hydrosol, which is the hydration aspect of it. So, and then of course I have in the essential oils that also add to the process of like brightening of antibacterial. That's which is why I have the peppermint and the I don't want to lie to you because I'm
I
definitely.
can tell you what's in it. I'm looking at it.
Please
Right now.
do, because like I be remembering
right.
certain things and I get to the other ingredients and I'm just like,
You have
don't remember.
you have witch hazel.
Okay, wait, no, I got it. I remember. Yeah, I have to pull up my ingredients list.
Oh,
It always helps, child. That's how many recipes I got. I can't remember all of them. But yeah, so like the cucumber peppermint one, of course it has the aloe vera gel oil because of course, if you just get your hair lined up or whatever else, you want to have that. It soothes your skin. It heals. Say if you got a little nick or a little cut, if say you shave and you have a little nick or a cut, that helps. And then of course you have the peppermint, the eucalyptus oil, the tea tree oil, all of that kind of, it soothes your skin at the same time. It's killing bacteria and all that, all at the same time. And then of course you have the glycerin aspect that will, which is again a humectant, so it draws all the moisture towards your face. So this product, it cleanses it. Depending on what you was using to wash your face before, it can restore the pH of your skin in your face. It hydrates.
all I use is water.
Lord Jesus. I can't. I'm gonna pray for you. And,
Whatever.
and I also and then and that's for the cucumber one. And then the lavender rose one, this one has a more soothing properties where it has the lavender and the geranium rose. And kind of the reason why I have those two is they're kind of necessarily doing the same types of things, but I made one that can work for, oily skin. I always try to make multiple things that goes towards different skin types, unless it's like my face creams, which I made across the board for all skin types. But stuff like this, I was like, I can break it down and I can have it where, it can go for different skin types. So you have like the combination and you have dry skin, lavender rose works great for that. And then you got a cucumber peppermint as well that works for oily skin. But it can still work for, the great thing about these two is they can still work either which one. But if you are a person that's a little more, picky when it comes to certain things that you use on your face, I have it so that, okay, you can pick something that specifically would work on you. Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm outside of the Fiji water. I don't think I'm picky. I don't really know. I'm really just now getting into doing whatever. I'm just not really getting into doing like moisturizers and stuff for my face. So you saw my skin. You tell me what you think is the best type for my skin.
I think the lavender rose would have worked on you as well.
Okay.
To be quite honest,
I'm a fan of lavender. I like lavender.
Yeah, and then lavender is an oil that works for all skin types, which is why I said that one can work either which way.
Gotcha.
I love them both. I'm currently using the cucumber one. I'm going to switch over to the lavender. Same with my soap. I'm currently using the lemongrass and tea tree. And when that one is done, which is probably going to be done sooner or later because my boyfriend keeps using it. But I'm going to switch over to the other one.
Have you thought about making a deodorant?
I have. I might in the future, but not yet because I already have like so many products right now that I'm trying to bring out because I hadn't brought out products for so long that now I'm like just literally vomiting products out. Like,
Gotcha.
it's ridiculous. Because I've literally, for like 2 years, when I would get ideas, I would just put it in my notepad. Because I told you, it'd be the middle of the night. I might be thinking about something. I'd be laying in the dark, and I just get an idea, and I just write it in my notepad, and then I'll do like research on it later. Or I will sit and make a full formula right there off the back of my head. So it just depends. So I have all these formulas that I've been going through, and then I've added new things along the way, because the soap stuff, of course, literally 3-4 months ago was when, I finally decided to do those. So all of those came about these last couple of months.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So,
and I've had the beard cream recipe for like a year now.
All right. So before
I just hadn't released it yet.
Well, so wait. This beard cream, I'm the first one to use it?
No. What I'm saying is I've had no. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
It's been on the market since June.
Wait,
what I'm saying is,
go ahead.
What I'm saying is I've had the formula for it since last year. I just hadn't made it yet.
Oh, I got you. I
didn't when I finally made it, I dropped the product probably in June. And then that's when my coworker and everybody started buying it.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So let me ask you this question. Is it possible that for a brief limited time, that you could offer the OTAP show listeners a discount on either any of your products or the purchase of a full basket of products? 10,
sure.
15%?
I can definitely give anybody who's interested in trying my products that's listening to this show can definitely get 15% off on their first order. Or if you've ordered from me before, just because you've been listening to the store, you can get 15% off. Okay. And the code would be OTAP.
OTAP, OTAP. Yeah.
You're so stupid.
So y'all here for listeners of the OTAP show can get 15% off using the promo code OTAP, OTAP at checkout. It's at checkout, right? You do it at checkout. You put the code in at checkout. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm putting it in right now so I don't forget.
Okay, cool. Because that'll be terrible if you forgot that.
Of course. Exactly. They're going to be hitting you up like, yo, she lied. You can't get no percentages off.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for letting me sample the products. Thank you for sending them to me to review. Go ahead and plug whatever you got going, where people can find you, where they can email you, where they can find out more about the products, anything you have going on that you want the people to know.
Okay. Well, right now I am really just promoting my products. I have all these soaps out that I really love. Everybody's loving them. They're the spa bars for your face. Of course, I have the men's products, which is what we were just talking about. I also have a soap for men that I released like a week or so ago. It's a man bar. It's a detoxifier on one side and it's a exfoliator on the other side, and then it cleans on both sides. And they smell amazing. And so if ladies want to buy their man some really nice soaps, or a man who into, trying new things, want to try it, give it a try. Like, you won't regret it. The soaps, it's badass. Also, let me think. All my stuff, you can find me on all social media at Ixora BB, IXORA BB. That's basically where you can find my Twitter, my Instagram, Facebook, Google Plus, Pinterest, Tumblr. I mean, everywhere. So, you can find me there. And I can't think of anything.
You're not gonna give them your main Twitter?
Oh.
I mean, you don't have to. I mean,
I forgot.
I just need to know so I don't.
I was really talking about my business. I didn't even. Well, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Crucian Chocolate. CRUZANCHOKLATE. Yeah, you can follow me on there. I can't promise I'll behave, but you'll probably have a good time either which way.
She definitely not gonna behave. She definitely.
But yeah, I talk about skincare on my page all the time. I talk about everything else, but yeah, definitely skincare is my love. Oh, and if you're into skincare, and I'm doing a skincare challenge right now, so you can follow my Ixora on Instagram. I'm posting all the posts on there every day. I do a new challenge. We're only like 4 days in so far. It doesn't matter. You can jump in. It's been fun. You know, people are learning new things about what they should and shouldn't be doing with their skin, and it's just a fun time. It's a good way to learn stuff. It's a good way to try something new when you have other people to do it with. So, if you wanna whip your skin into shape, this is a great way to start. And also, what else? Oh, and I'm doing like kind of like a competition right now for the rest of the week or until like Monday or Tuesday. I'm trying to think of a t-shirt slogan for my business. And I want it to be kind of like tongue in cheek. Did I say that right? Tongue in cheek?
Yeah.
I can't even speak right now. I almost bit my accent just now just fought me so hard. I almost bit my tongue saying that.
Well,
so,
what would you have said back home?
I don't know. I just felt really weird saying that. I felt like I had to force that out just now. I don't know.
It sounds weird when we say it too.
Okay, well I feel better. But yeah. So if you can think of a cool like skincare slogan or something that goes with the name of my business, Ixora Botanical Beauty, or just anything skincare wise or natural skincare products that you think is really cute, or if you think that you're really witty and good with like slogans, you can DM me on either one of my Twitter pages or whatever. My DMs are always open to the public, so it doesn't matter. See what I mean? It doesn't matter whether I follow you or not. You can hit me up. Like I'm gonna give a free product from my business to whoever slogan that I picked. Because Lord knows I tried coming up with some stuff and it was just I was just having like complete mental blocks. Like I couldn't come up with anything. So I was like, I'm gonna just let other people, have a go at it. Like maybe right now.
I got you right here. The search is over. The search is done. Like you came to the right place because this is what I do. Like off the top, I just spit them. Listen, you ready? Like prepare yourself because I'm about to give it to you right now for free. You ready?
What is it?
Check it out. Listen, Ixora the Explorer. I'm out.
You know what? I'm gonna call Pinky on you.
I'm out.
I don't know how she deal with you.
I'm out. Listen. It don't get no better than that. Listen, what have you come up with?
It's better than I ain't come up with nothing, so it's still better than what I said.
It's definitely not better than Ixora the Explorer. I'm gonna tell you why. Because that's the best one. You know why? Because I said it. Like it's witty.
I think other people gonna disagree.
It's witty. It's tongue in cheek.
It's been a fight.
I'm telling you right now. Send her the DM Ixora. I'm gonna start the hashtag. Hashtag Ixora the Explorer. I'm telling you, we getting it on the shirt. We getting it on the shirt.
I even have somebody who even like volunteered to do the design on a shirt for me. I just didn't have a damn slogan. I was like, you know what? Give me like a week.
Listen,
I got
you again. I got you again for the logo. Get you a short-haired Hispanic chick that kind of look like no, not Hispanic. Get you a short-haired Virgin Islander that kind of resemble Dora, but it's not Dora because you know who it is.
Oh my God!
It's Ixora. It's Ixora, the Explorer.
I can't. I can't.
I'm done.
I'm
dropping the mic.
I'm
dropping the mic. My hands is up. Like I'm patting myself on the back. Let me get to the mic. Pat myself on the back. You did good, Corey. You did good.
Oh my God, I can't.
That was certified fresh. By Rotten Tomatoes.
And while we talking about like ideas and stuff, if you're looking for like ice cream making ideas,
yo, you make ice cream.
I
meant to get into that.
I do.
You make ice cream. Like, what is that like?
I do. Like, I'm telling you, I've had an ice cream maker for 5 years, right? I bought it off of Groupon on some random shit. Like, I was just like, scrolling through Groupon. I hadn't even moved back to the States yet. I was buying shit just to buy shit because I had the money, right? And I was like, ooh, an ice cream maker. Because my grandfather, used to make us ice cream, like homemade ice cream when I was a kid. So as soon as I saw it, I just remembered, how he used to make the ice cream. I was like, oh, I can make my own ice cream. Brought that shit. That shit been in my laundry room for almost 5 years now. So I'm sitting down, I'm talking to my boyfriend or whatever, because my boyfriend is into like a lot of like natural stuff. Like he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, none of that. Like right now he's not eating meat. So right now, like he's I'll say he's pescatarian because mostly he eats like fish. But we've been trying like a lot of like, vegetarian meals and stuff like that. And, we're out somewhere eating and I'm like, oh, babe, like I got this ice cream maker. I said, we can make some ice cream. Cause originally what I was going to do was I was going to surprise him with some homemade ice cream. Cause he's also lactose intolerant. So he can't even eat regular ice cream, but he hates shit. Exactly. So he hates like the ice creams that they sell, like if you go to like Cold Stone or whatever, the ones that's like not made with milk or whatever, it doesn't have the consistency of regular ice cream. And he wants regular ice cream that isn't regular ice cream. So I was like, okay, I was going to actually surprise him and make himself some for Father's Day, but he ended up being with his dad the whole day. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just do it another time. So ever since he heard me talk about it, he was like, yo, let's do it. So on, Monday night? So Monday night, we decided we was going to do like a Mexican night. We were going to have like Mexican food, right? So, we went, I went. I keep saying we. Like my sister said, we who? Because it was me that went. And I got, I went and I got the stuff. I went grocery shopping. I came home. Yes, child. I meant me because he was asleep on the couch. And I got all this stuff and I ended up doing it was a black bean and sweet potato enchiladas. Oh my God, shit was bomb. Woo! And I went and got me some vanilla bean and I went and I made a vanilla bean coconut ice cream. Listen.
It's not just skincare products with this one. Follow the show on Twitter at OTAP Show. Leave us a review on iTunes. You can also join the conversation by using the hashtag OTAP Show. Look us up on Facebook, the OTAP Show. Interviews are posted every week. Join the conversation, ask questions, reach out to their @. I don't put their Twitter @ in the title for no reason, people. I want you to reach out to them. I want you to ask questions about things you heard in the interview. Send me an email, Corey@OTAP Show, if you have someone you want to be a guest or you want an improvement or you see something that you want changed or something you want to do or if you want to be on the show yourself. I've been your host, Corey. Thank you for listening to the OTAP Show. I really just created an outro just then. I've not ever had an outro. I got an outro now. I got a cool outro. I'd like to thank our guests for coming on today. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, send an email to otap@writeme.com. Follow the conversation on Twitter by searching the hashtag OTAP, that's OTAP, or following us on Twitter @OTAP Show. You can find the show on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Android users can listen to the podcast on Podcast Republic. Just download the app and search OTAP Show. On behalf of our guest, I'm your host, Corey, and I'll see you back here next week on the Air Podcast, starring you.